Do you really think dinosaurs are extinct? Well, I don't, because alligators and crocodiles are both living examples of these prehistoric monstrosities that still walk and swim the earth as they used to 60 to 75 million years ago. Ever imagine what would happen if both of these went up against each other in a fight? Well, due to the laws of nature, that would be highly unlikely. But today, I made a comparison video to spread out the facts about both of these animals to see who would win. Welcome to Animals Wow TV. Let's get started. These guys are masters of the skies, I'm telling you. Look at this as an example. Nothing, right? Wrong. Look at that guy leap out of the water like a small fish. Their rugged bodies are so uniquely adapted to the environment that you could easily confuse them with a big log or a pair of branches in the water. Trust me, once that jaw gets itself around you, you are done for, my friend. Just like the crocodiles, alligators are also excellent swimmers and use their tails to propel their heavy bodies up to great speeds. Alligators are usually a bit darker in color, as the natural environment that they live in are dark, muddy swamp areas that are filled with all sorts of dead and alive plants and trees alike. You can see here how only the two ends of the body are visible, and the rest is tucked away under the water. While hunting, the only thing you can see are the eyes, while the gator sees the entirety of you. This croc is having its daily sunbath. These are just as important for these animals as it is for Karens to get to the tanning salon. Now that Mr. Crocodile is out of the water, you can clearly see how different he is from an alligator. Its huge and almost cylindrical body consists of nothing but muscle. An average crocodile weighs around 400 to 600 kilograms. These guys are literal heavy hitters of nature and are never to be underestimated. Watch at the end how it disappears into the murky water, becoming one with it. For comparison, let's take a look at an alligator now. So these guys do look very similar to the crocodile, and they actually are if I'm being honest. The main difference is in the color and the snout, plus the fact that these guys are not actually as big as crocodiles. On average, an alligator weighs around 250 to 300 kilograms in total, so these guys are small. But don't let that fact deceive you, as these guys are almost just as strong, but more agile due to their smaller bodies. Coming down to the armory, just take a look at those teeth, would you? Those teeth are the works of a Miss Death herself, because as I said before, once you're caught in them, you are done for. The bite force that a crocodile has is the strongest in the animal kingdom, and in numbers, well, it dials down to 3,700 pounds per square inch. Truly a living, breathing dinosaur, if you ask me. Their alligator cousins are not far behind though. These big hunky animals also maintain one of the strongest bite forces in the animal kingdom, although not as much as the crocodiles, but these are so strong that breaking a watermelon into 1,000 pieces is something very minimalistic for these guys, as this tour guide helps in demonstrating. That right there, ladies and gentlemen, was 3,000 pounds per square inch of bite force in the workings. In fact, this bite is so strong that alligators are known to break turtle shells fairly easily as they chomp down on them. Sad to see alligators don't like watermelons though, because I could sure use some right now. Now, when it comes to us humans, these animals are never actually entirely tamed. No matter how long you've kept them, as soon as they outgrow you, they'll try to eat or harm you regardless. Here is a croc within a zoo. It spent all its time under human care, and watch how he tries to jump out and grab somebody off the bridge that these people are standing on. Crocodiles are very unpredictable animals, and it'd be best if you let them have their space, the entire 1 mile of space they need from you. You don't have to ask me twice. This right here is another alligator, and this guy has also been trained to a considerate amount. The guide still maintains his distance and always keeps a stick in hand to make sure both of them maintain that distance. However, alligators tend to be timider around humans, as they share a lot of swamp areas with us, and I believe that's why they are somehow used to us to an extent. If you think these guys are big and heavy so they can't run fast on land, oh boy, are you wrong. Watch this alligator gladly prove it. These guys are also fast on land and could probably outrun a fat dude like me. And gotta be honest, it's the Twinkies. It's the Twinkies. After all, these guys are amphibians, which means they dwell both on land and in water. I know crocodiles are heavier than alligators, so they must be slower, right? Well, wrong again, my friend. This guy over here actually gallops like a pet dog when called for food. So this shows us that crocodiles, if necessary, will chase danger or food alike for a little while if need be. So the next time you thought you'd be able to outrun any of these guys, bring a car, not just your legs. A human going one-on-one with these gators seems unfair as it is. But what if these guys fight one another? Well, here's an example of what would happen. These titans are going at each other on a golf course of all places. Both of them have the other one anchored down with their teeth, and boy, I bet that hurts to both of them like hell. These guys are very possessive about their territory, as well as their food. They don't see who they're going up against, be it a bigger gator than themselves. Crocodiles are the same as alligators in this regard. These guys just love biting things in general, is what I think. Their massive jaws clamp down on each other as they try to overpower the other. Their thick, scaly skins are low-key bulletproof, and these bites don't really do much unless they really want to. Everyone has enemies, and the natural rivals for these guys are according to the places they live in. For the crocodiles, the hippos are the #1 contender for this list. These massive animals sure rock these crocs around like they were nothing. And actually, the crocodiles keep their distance from the hippos. The second spot goes to the lions. These guys, only when they find a crocodile on land, never fail to intimidate these guys. The natural enemy of alligators is mainly giant pythons that share the marshy lands with these guys. The outcomes of their fights mainly depend on their sizes, as the more the muscle, the more they can defend and attack. Yes, pythons get big enough to consume entire alligators as well, if the alligators weren't scary enough as they are. Due to the places they live on Earth, a straight-out fight would be impossible to witness between these guys in the wild. But what I can say is that once they do meet, the outcome may be unpredictable, as both of these guys have their own weapons and skills that they bring onto the table. They would probably just nudge into each other like they are in this video. But who knows, maybe what we're thinking might turn out to be the exact opposite. Alright, that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed what you saw. Do smash that like button if this video is to your liking. Comment down below which one of these guys do you think would actually win in a fight to the death. Subscribe to our channel if this is the sort of video that you like to watch. And I hope to see you in the next one. Take care.